Winfried and Mirena, I must remind you both that the vows you are about to say to one another belong entirely to you. The words I speak have no magical powers, and nothing I can say or do on this day can ultimately make your marriage endure with beauty, fidelity, and joy. Only you, by the integrity and diligence of your love, can make these vows last. So it isn't to lofty words or institutions even that we appeal at this hour of commitment, but rather to the resources which only the two of you can draw from deep within yourselves. The deep well of human need, the need to live united and loving and complete before a broken and imperfect world. Are you ready to exchange your vows? Will you please join your hands together and repeat after me? In reaffirming the relationship we have been building together, I, Winfried, take you, Mirena, to be no other than yourself, loving what I know of you, trusting what I do not yet know, with respect for your integrity, and with faith in your abiding love for me. Through all our years, and in all that life shall bring us, I accept you as my wife. In reaffirming the relationship we've been building together, I, Mirena, take you, Winfried, to be no other than yourself, loving what I know of you, trusting what I do not yet know, with respect for your integrity, and with faith in your abiding love for me. Through all our years, and in all that life shall bring us, I accept you as my husband. The circle is the symbol of the sun and the earth and the universe. It is a symbol of holiness and of perfection and peace. In your rings, it becomes the symbol of unity in which your two lives are now joined in one unbroken circle, in which wherever you go, you will always return to one another and your togetherness. The rings symbolize the unbroken circle of endless love and are worn on the third finger because of an ancient Greek belief that a vein from that finger is connected directly to your heart, thus symbolizing the depth and sincerity of your love. Christopher, may I please have the rings? Mirena, with this ring, I pledge you my love, my respect and devotion, Win, with this ring, I pledge you my love, my respect, and my devotion. We invoke the gentlest blessings upon this newly formed family and grant to each of you a clear sense of self and an awareness of the bond you share among each other. And now, if Christopher and Andrea and Sarah just come right up here, please. So to honor all the changes in your lives, you have all chosen to exchange promises with one another as part of this ceremony. Christopher, Sarah, and Adriana, at the end of last summer, Win wrote you a letter to say how happy and lucky he feels to become part of your family. He wishes to read that letter again to you today as an affirmation of his promises to each of you.
This was written last August 30th, the day that Mirena and I told the children we were getting married. I want you to know that although I will be your stepfather, I know I will not be your father. I don't want to take his place or to be instead of. I want to be in addition to and have my own special and different relationship. Some children aren't lucky enough to have two parents that love them, or even one parent that loves them. You're lucky to have three parents that love you and care. Finally, my friends have asked me, why would I, never having had children, join a family with 3 children and give up my freedom and take on that responsibility? The answer is very simple. All 3 of you, each of you is different, each of you is special.
Win and I have just made important commitments to each other. These new commitments do not diminish my dedication to you from the very moment I told you in my lap. But today again, I pledge you my love and my dedication and my support.
So we are all growing together. I take you to be no other than yourselves, just as you are, and ask only to pledge the same.
Adriana, Sarah, and Christopher, I know that your mother and Win gave each of you before today's ceremony. Just as their rings will forever remind them of this day, so they hope that their gifts to you will forever remind each of you of this day. You've told me that you are willing to make your own pledge today, and therefore I ask you this. Do you pledge to be no other than yourself, and to love your mother and Win through all your years, and with all that life shall bring you? If so, please say, I do. I do. Mirena and Win, in the presence of these friends and loved one, you have promised your love to one another, and you have symbolized your promises by the exchange of rings. Therefore, by the authority vested in me by the Commonwealth of Massachusetts, I declare that you are now husband and wife. And by the authority vested in me by the congregation at First Parish of Sudbury, I declare your marriage and this family to be holy and blessed. I I invite you to seal your promises